Hello, friends. Book summary of Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. The book provides a comprehensive guide on how to stop procrastinating, maximize productivity, and tackle your most important tasks to achieve success. Below is an in-depth summary of each chapter. Chapter 1, Set the Table. This introductory chapter sets the tone for the entire book, highlighting the importance of setting clear goals. Brian Tracy uses the metaphor of eating a frog, which refers to tackling your most difficult or unpleasant task first thing in the morning. He explains that clarity is the key to personal effectiveness. When you have clearly defined goals, you know exactly what you need to focus on and can organize your actions around them. Tracy recommends setting both long-term and short-term goals. For example, yearly goals should be broken down into monthly, weekly, and daily goals, ensuring that each day brings you closer to your larger vision. Writing these goals down and reviewing them frequently is essential to staying on track. Chapter 2, Plan every day in advance. Tracy emphasizes the importance of planning to improve productivity. This chapter teaches how successful people take time to plan their days in advance. The power of planning lies in reducing decision fatigue and ensuring you don't waste time figuring out what to do next. The core advice here is to plan your day the evening before. Create a to-do list, prioritize it, and allocate specific times to each task. This preparation allows you to wake up with a clear plan, reducing procrastination and making your day more efficient. Tracy suggests also reviewing and reassessing your plan as the day progresses to stay flexible and adjust for any unexpected situations. Chapter 3, Apply the 80-20 rule to everything. This chapter is based on the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, which asserts that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Tracy uses this principle to argue that focusing on high-impact tasks is more important than doing many tasks. For example, he suggests you should identify the few tasks that have the most significant consequences and prioritize them. Focus on these high-value activities while delegating or minimizing time spent on low-value tasks. The key is to not spread yourself too thin. By identifying what truly contributes to your success and working on that, you can be more productive. Chapter 4, Consider the consequences. In this chapter, Tracy encourages you to consider the long-term consequences of your actions. He explains that understanding the future impact of your tasks makes it easier to prioritize. If you neglect a task now, it could lead to more significant problems later. Conversely, if you complete an important task today, the rewards will compound in the future. Tracy encourages you to think about what you'll lose by not completing a task. This creates a sense of urgency that motivates you to take action immediately. He also advises reflecting on both the positive and negative consequences of each task to clarify which ones deserve your time and energy. Chapter 5, Practice Creative Procrastination. This chapter introduces the idea of creative procrastination, which involves deliberately postponing low-priority tasks that won't help you reach your goals. Tracy stresses that you can't do everything, and therefore, you need to consciously choose what not to do. Not all tasks are equal in importance. By procrastinating on less important tasks, you create space for high-priority work. Tracy highlights that the most successful people don't avoid procrastination altogether, but instead choose to procrastinate on the tasks that matter least. Chapter 6, Use the ABCDE method. Continually. In this chapter, Tracy presents a simple and effective prioritization technique called the ABCDE method. The method categorizes tasks as follows. A. High priority tasks with serious consequences if not completed. B. Important tasks that should be done but without immediate consequences. C. Nice to do tasks that don't matter much if they are completed or not. D. Tasks that can be delegated to others. E. Tasks that should be eliminated because they offer no real value. Tracy emphasizes that you should apply this method to your entire to-do list, focusing your efforts on A tasks first. This approach ensures that you're always working on the most valuable tasks and not wasting time on trivial ones. Chapter 7. Focus on key result areas. Tracy advises that you identify and focus on your key result areas, KRAs. These are the areas in which you must perform well to succeed. By focusing on your KRAs, you ensure that the work you're doing directly impacts your long-term goals and success. For example, if you're a salesperson, your KRAs may include generating leads, closing deals, and maintaining customer relationships. By clearly defining your KRAs, you avoid wasting time on tasks that don't contribute directly to your success. Chapter 8. The Law of Three. This chapter introduces the Law of Three, which states that there are only 3 things you do that account for most of your results. By identifying these key activities, you can focus your time and effort on them. The Law of Three helps you eliminate distractions and stop spending time on things that don't directly contribute to your success. Tracy recommends that you periodically review and ask yourself, what are the 3 most important activities I do to produce results in my role or job? Once you identify these, give them your utmost attention and effort. Chapter 9. Prepare thoroughly. Before you begin, Tracy discusses the importance of preparation before starting any task. By taking the time to gather the right tools, resources, and information, you reduce the chances of encountering setbacks while working on the task. Preparation also means reviewing the details of the project or task in advance. Tracy explains that successful people don't jump into tasks haphazardly. Instead, they prepare thoroughly, which allows them to complete the task more efficiently and with fewer errors. Chapter 10. Take it, 1 oil barrel at a time. This chapter uses the metaphor of taking it 1 oil barrel at a time to explain how large tasks can seem overwhelming. Tracy argues that breaking big projects down into small, manageable parts makes them less intimidating and easier to tackle. The key here is to start working on the task, just 1 step at a time. By focusing on small chunks rather than the entire project, you build momentum and gradually move closer to completion. Tracy stresses that taking consistent, incremental action is the best way to finish large tasks. Chapter 11. Upgrade your key skills. In this chapter, Tracy emphasizes the importance of continuous learning. He believes that upgrading your skills is one of the most powerful ways to increase your productivity. Whether it's technical skills, leadership abilities, or communication, improving your skills can dramatically enhance your ability to execute tasks efficiently. Tracy advises setting aside time for regular personal and professional development. This could involve taking courses, reading books, attending seminars, or seeking out a mentor. The more you grow in your field, the more capable and confident you'll become in tackling important tasks. Chapter 12. Leverage your special talents. This chapter encourages you to recognize your unique strengths and talents and use them to your advantage. Everyone has natural abilities, and by focusing on tasks that align with your talents, you can achieve more with less effort. Tracy advises discovering your strengths and working to leverage them in your career or personal life. When you use your talents, you're not only more productive, but you also find your work more fulfilling and enjoyable. Chapter 13. Identify your biggest time wasters. Time wasters are one of the greatest obstacles to productivity, and Tracy highlights common distractions that hinder progress, such as social media, unnecessary meetings, and poor planning. He encourages readers to audit their day and identify which activities waste the most time. Once you've identified your time wasters, Tracy suggests minimizing or eliminating them entirely. This frees up more time for the tasks that really matter and allows you to stay focused on achieving your goals. Chapter 14. The Power of Habit. In this chapter, Tracy discusses the role that habits play in shaping our productivity. He explains that good habits create a framework for success, while bad habits can keep us trapped in cycles of procrastination. Tracy emphasizes that habits, whether productive or not, are formed through repetition. Tracy offers advice on how to replace bad habits with good ones. This process involves setting clear goals, staying consistent, and being patient as the new habits take root. The more you practice good habits, the more naturally they'll become part of your routine. Chapter 15, Do It Now. The final chapter encapsulates the main message of the book. Take action immediately. Tracy advocates for doing things now, instead of waiting for the perfect moment or the right mood. The longer you delay, the more likely procrastination will take over. Tracy suggests using the do it now mindset to conquer procrastination. Whether it's a small task or a large one, the sooner you start, the sooner you'll finish, and the less likely you are to fall into the trap of delay. Conclusion: Eat That Frog is a highly practical book filled with actionable advice for anyone looking to overcome procrastination, increase productivity, and get things done. Tracy's core message is that success comes from prioritizing important tasks and taking action without delay. By mastering time management and applying the principles in the book, you can achieve your goals faster and with less stress. The strategies in this book are timeless and can be applied in both personal and professional life to unlock your full potential. Thanks for listening.